Welcome to the Buyer's Guide on finishing and polishing. Now, this is one of those underappreciated, often overlooked areas of dentistry that we can make a really huge impact with. If a restoration that you're working on is smooth and seamlessly fits with the rest of the teeth, your patients are going to be happier and they'll get back to normal a lot faster. With the advent of CAD/CAM dentistry, more and more lab procedures are now switched over to the clinical side in your office, so it's important to know how to finish and polish those porcelain and porcelain hybrid restorations as well. And that's perhaps the most important aspect to know. So whether you use in metal or porcelain or composite, it's important to know the properties of those materials so that you can manipulate that surface the best you can. When you're picking a system, one of the things to understand is the entire sequence. You need to really understand where you're starting and where you're ending, whether it's stones or rubber points or strips. Know and understand that sequence, and you need to follow that pretty closely so that you can get to that perfect end result. Now, when you're thinking about that sequence, I also want to use something that is simple. Maybe there's 2 steps or 3 steps at the most. It makes it a lot easier to use and it's more efficient, especially when you're polishing in the mouth. One of the more important things too is that it just works well in your hands. If it's a point, can you use it in different parts of the mouth without having to necessarily switch out to different points? Are you more comfortable with a friction grip or potentially a more bulky contra angle? You want to be aware of all those things so that when you pick your finishing system, that it's very easy to use. And if you're okay, for example, using any specialized mandrels, you want it to work seamlessly with every preparation you do. Don't forget, you also have the option of polishing paste as well. Some of them are pre-polishing paste to really help clean the surface and start getting it ready to really refine. Others are for post-polishing. Usually those have super fine diamonds in the material, and that really helps you get it to that really high glossy stage. Now, if you'd like more information on finishing and polishing, check out the Buyer's Guide on Dentalcompare.